Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Gonna be changing my partner's battery on our iPhone 6s. Anyone that's got an iPhone knows how rubbish the batteries are. So we're gonna upgrade it. It's just not holding a charge, keeps turning itself off. So yeah, we're gonna change it. I've put one of these in my old 6s and it works really well. Yeah, massive improvement on the battery. So bought another one of these, not affiliated with these, obviously. I've got about 2 subscribers, but you know, never know, one day maybe. So yeah, I got it off of eBay. I'll put a link in the description. So this kit comes with the battery, you get the adhesive strips and a little toolkit. This toolkit's like perfect really for just your DIY sort of jobs. There's plenty of other toolkits out there for phones if you you know, if you're doing larger jobs or anything like that, but this is fine for everything that I need to do. I'm also going to change her screen as well. That'll be in another video. And the volume switch and the mute switch and the power switch, because her phone keeps on flicking onto silent mode and off again. So I'm just waiting for some more parts for that, just waiting for the screen, but her battery is just terrible now, so we need to get that done. And I'm bored, so we'll get it done. So yeah, I'm going to try and film this one all the way through. Don't have a tripod yet, but we'll look at getting one. So yeah, we'll see how this video goes, and I'll show you step by step what you need to do. So okay, so first thing you want to do is, if you've got a case on your phone, take the case off. And if you've got a screen protector on your phone, you need to be taking that off as well, because once you pull the screen up, if you don't take the screen protector off, it'll just pull the screen protector off anyway. And then make sure the phone's off. Okay, so you've got these 2 pentalobe screws, so you need to take those out. And it helps if you have, I've just got a little tray. Just use a little tray to keep your screws in, or just keep them all in piles that you're going to remember, you know, which ones came out of where. So the good thing with the screen is there's only 2 screws, and they are tiny screws though, so don't lose them. With your suction pad, you want to place it just in the middle of the iPhone and just above the home button. So push that on. Now this screen's been replaced before, but if it's the first time you're replacing your screen, iPhone screens, I think from the 6, I think it was, could have been the 6S though, have an outer adhesive like insert around the phone. Basically it helps to keep the screen stuck in, but where this one's been changed before, I highly doubt they put it back in. So what you want to do, you can put it back in, you can get kits, but the screen that I used for mine didn't come with the kit with the adhesive bit. So you want to pull this up and then get your little tool in and work your way just around the edge of the phone, just slowly prying up the edges. Sorry, I hope I'm keeping that on camera. I think I should be. So yeah, pry up the edges. It comes up really easy. I've got to be quite careful with this because her screen's broken, and the new screen is one of the things that I am waiting for. So if I break this, she's not going to be too happy with me, I can tell you that. So you lift this up, and then you're going to want something to rest it against. That's where a good cup of tea comes in handy. Take your squeegee off the front and just rest it up against the edge. And what would help here is if I had a little tool to take the SIM card out. You don't really need to. No, you know what? You don't need to do that. Right, so in here, just show you what's going on inside of it. So you've got your battery here. Your battery clips in underneath this this cover. All of your screen controls clip in under these covers, and then obviously you've got like all your internal bits to do with the phone. Now, when I come to change the volume switches, the mute switch and the power switch, that's one cable which runs up the side here, comes right across the phone and comes down the side, and it also incorporates the camera flash. So we're gonna have to take out all of this top bit, all of the side bit. It's gonna be quite fun. But yeah, I mean, it's relatively simple. It's just a case of remembering what you've taken out and what you need to put back in. So yeah, what we're going to do, you need to take off this cover, disconnect your battery. The easiest thing to do as well is to disconnect the screen. So we'll take off this cover, we'll disconnect the screen and get that out of the way. It just leaves you free then with just the body of the phone, because getting the battery out can be a bit of a pain. When I did mine, what you can do, you've got two little, I don't know if you can see these black tabs. You've got one there and one there. So they're the adhesives for the battery, which we've got there. And you can just peel these up, and you're meant to be able to just pull them off, and what it does, it will pull the adhesive strip off of the battery. However, it only works probably one in about 100 times. And if it doesn't work, then you need to heat up the phone. Not the phone, sorry, heat up the adhesive strips, which I've got a hairdryer just in case I need to use that. But hopefully these work, because you need to be careful with lithium ion batteries. If you bend them or puncture them or crack them too much, they can set alight, which obviously is less than ideal really. So yeah, we're going to take this cover off, we'll disconnect the battery, we'll take off this cover and disconnect the screen, and then we'll try and remove these the easy way. Alright, just get you set back up again over here. So for the covers, you need your Phillips screwdriver. And again, these screws are tiny as well, so keep them all somewhere where you're not going to lose them. I mean, changing a battery is probably one of the most simpler tasks that you can do, really. Changing the battery, changing the screen. The screen's really, really, really simple. Like really, really easy. The battery can be a bit of a pain. Just if those strips, like I was just saying, if those strips don't come out in one go, then yeah, it's just a bit of a fight to get the battery out. So to remove the cables, you'll see this one here. So that's what you're going to be removing, just to stop me from moving the phone again. This is just clipped in to a port on the phone, and all you need to do is take your take the tool here. It's got a flat edge on it. I think it's called a spudger. So you can see that. Hopefully that's focused. And you just pry it up. They come off really, really easy, as you can see. Don't know if you saw that. It's easy though. So what we'll do now Sorry, another thing as well I should have mentioned, when you're taking out these screws, some of the screws are longer and some of the screws are shorter, depending on the thread that they're going into on the phone. So make sure as well when you're taking them out that you're keeping them on the right sides so that you know where they need to go back in. It'll be a case of trial and error if you didn't do that, but just to make your life easier, I would recommend that you just remember where you're taking them out of. So we're now going to remove the screen cover, which is just 4 screws. And that one is tiny. So that came out there. What I do, I just lay them on the, I'll show you in a minute. Once I've taken them out, I'll show you what I do. Just makes it a bit easier to remember where they've got to go. Although I don't really think you're going to be able to see them because they're so small, but I'll show you anyway. Good thing is all of these seem to be roughly the same size at the moment. Apart from that one. Okay, so once I've got all the screws out and I've got the cover off, always try and use the tweezers as well, just when you're getting it out of the phone. Okay, so what I try and do, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, you can see it quite well. So I put the screws in the position on the table, obviously, of where I've took it out from. So I now know that when I put this cover back on, that screw goes on the top left, that one goes on the bottom left, and so on. And then the little battery cover one, I've just put the really small screw over here on the bottom left. I mean, if you've got a better memory, then chances are you will you'll just remember where they go. But it depends how much of the phone that you are taking apart. What I do, well, I've got this in my hand. So these are what I was talking about. These are the cables, and all you need to do. So I'm trying to do this one-handed. It's not easy. Is just get that under the edge and pop it up. Sorry, you didn't see that one. You just want to go under the edge and pop it up, like so. I'll just get the others off. I think there's one more, but it's quite a small one. You know, you've got that one there, you've got that one, and then yeah, there's one more just under there. I don't know if you can see that. This one here. So I'll get that one off, and then that's the screen unattached, and then we can hopefully just pry up these black parts and roll that adhesive out, and then we can install the new battery easily. If not, it'll just add a little bit of time on where we've got to heat up the adhesive on here. So again, set back up over here. It'll be so much easier once I get a tripod. Just keep hinting to my fiancé. Hopefully she'll buy me one. She wanted to laugh then, honestly. That one doesn't want to move. That one was a bit of a pain, that one was. So there you go. So that's your screen removed. I realise you can't see that. So there you go, there's your screen. So if you just pop that over to one side. Okay, so what I did last time, I apologise if at any point through this the phone disappears from the screen, but as you can probably guess, it is quite tricky trying to keep this in line with the camera when you don't really know exactly where the camera's pointing. But take your tweezers and just pick at this, the little black bit down the bottom, just until you see the white adhesive. Once you see the white adhesive, again, pick at that, just until you can get enough of it to pull up Okay, and then once you've got a good amount, what you want to do is get as much of it in your hand as you can. Okay, and then pull it. And that's what you don't want to happen. So that's the annoying part. There might be an easier way of doing this, and if anybody watching this knows, please put it in the comments, because this is the second one I've done, and they've both done the same thing, which, as I'm sure you can guess, is really, really annoying. Just found a screw there, so the last person that changed that screen didn't put a screw back somewhere. So I'll have a little look around in a minute and see if I can see where that screw goes. And it wasn't me, before anyone says anything. This is the first time I've been in this phone. But I do have a habit of forgetting to put screws back in things. Let's try a different technique. If we get that. So it's really annoying because you get quite a bit in your hand, and you can feel it starting to pull out. There you go. Right, so that's what it's meant to do. So I hope you can see that. And what that's doing now is it is just pulling the adhesive strip off the back of the battery. Now, getting one of these out is going to help us massively anyway. So I don't think we're going to need to use that hairdryer. As you can see, you just keep pulling and it comes out. So now, with a little bit of luck, the left side of this battery is going to be free to just lift out, he says. So then what you can do, just slide down one side of it, and just try and loosen up the other side of that adhesive. What we could actually try and do. And there we go. So I've got that one now. So we'll just wrap that around the tool and keep pulling it. No, I'm quite happy with how this has gone actually. Good. Keep pulling that out. I think that was pretty much done there anyway. There you go. Your battery comes straight out. The only issue is now I've got a lot of adhesive around the end of this, which I'll have to get off. That's alright. This is the second kit I've bought. Do you know what? I don't need to be doing that while you guys are watching. Right, so that's what your phone will look like without your battery. So you want to get anything in here out. Well, I'll tell you what, while we're here, it's going to be in another video, but so this here, so this is the volume switch. This goes up here to the mute switch, and then it comes across all the way underneath all of this stuff over here to your power switch, and comes up to the top here to your flash, or over here. I think it's over that side. No, it's over this side. Yeah, so your flash is over here. On the 6 and the 6 Plus, definitely the 6 Plus, I think it's 6, all you have to do is change this part here and a little bit that comes up the top here. For some reason on the 6S it's all one thing, so I need to change all of that. But I've just noticed that there's something there, so that's definitely what's causing this. Don't know if you can see. Sorry guys, I don't know if you can see that there. Looks like water damage maybe. That's what I think that is. So yeah, that's what's going to be causing that, and it's all up here as well. So yeah, but that's going to be in another video though. I think we'll probably do that and the screen at the same time. But we're waffling. So just get anything out of there that's not meant to be in there. Yeah, it's definitely water damage. Strange though, because I don't think she's ever got her phone wet. Anywho, right. New battery. Hopefully you can see that. Yep, cool. New battery, new adhesive strips. Now, you need to get your strips on the battery the right way. So, peel off the blue layer. And right, we want those to wrap around the bottom and come back on the front. So yeah, you want to lay your battery face down. If you use this kit, I don't know if they're all the same, but if you're using this kit, take off the blue side first, lay your strips. I think the easiest way to do this, because you want to be able to roll them over. I would lay your strips down on the table. I can't remember what I did last time. But yeah, lay your strips down on the table, line it up. On these adhesive strips, they've got two little white bits at the end. So I'd line it up with that. So then you can lay it down onto the strips. I'll try and show you that now, show you what I mean. Just get them stuck on the back first. You want to make sure these strips are really stuck onto the battery before you pull off this pink part, because if they're not, it'll start to pull them off. And if you're anything like me, I'm a little bit anal and I hate it when things aren't on there perfect. So this is what I was lining up with. You can see these two white bits here, the two white strips. That is what is going to come round onto here. Probably not put them round far enough, which is a little bit annoying for if I ever have to change this battery again. Yeah, I've not put them round far enough. Let's see if I can get this off. I don't think I'll be able to now though. No, it's not the end of the world. It's only ever going to be me changing this, and she's probably going to be getting a new phone in a few months or so anyway. But, so don't listen to me. When you're doing this, you want to line your battery up with these black bits at the bottom so that they can wrap around the top. So what you want to do now, keep the pink bit on it for now. Pull off your blue bits. Oh, I'll tell you what, there you go. What we can do, we can just fold that up and around. Perfect. There you go. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. So all I did there, lift up the sticky bit a little bit, yeah, and then wrap it around the edge of the phone. And then you pull off your little blue tabs and they stick over the edge of the phone. There you go. So even if you do mess it up, like me trying to teach you how to do it and I mess it up, but you can, there's always a way around it. Right, so what you want to do now, put things stuck to my fingers, is peel off your pink backing. And I'll say, peel it off slow. If you haven't got them laid on there properly, it'll just pull them off, but it depends how fussy you are. Just make sure there's no dust inside the back of that phone. Right, now, you want to clip your battery in first, okay? And the reason for that is, when you put this in, you want to make sure that you can still clip your battery in, so you don't want to put it too far over if you have to bend that. So put your battery in first, and then let your phone drop down. Sorry, let your battery drop down. Give it a little push down, all around it, and it's as simple as that. That's your new battery. Unclip the battery again. Bend that out of the way. bring back your trusty cup of tea. You're going to need that in a second. So we need to put the screen back on. And to do that, it's the same way you just did the battery. So just reconnect up your cables again. Bottom one first, obviously. And they're all very simple. You just you line them up and you push them in, and you'll know if it's not lined up because it won't go in. Don't push too hard at first. Just get it into where you think it is. And give it a little push and you'll feel it clip in. I mean, they're very, very easy, really easy to get in. And just rest that back up against you, whatever you're using. And it is now time to put all your stuff back in, all your covers back on. I still don't know where that screw came out of. It's a really, really little screw. Yeah, I was going to have a little look. Just have a quick look, see if there's anywhere missing a screw. Like I say, I didn't take this apart. Something there, but I don't think it'll go there. Looks like a little bolt. I've just realised I'm going to have to get a very small, almost like a little socket set really, but it is tiny because I need to take that out when I change this ribbon cable. No, I can't see a screw. I reckon they've probably dropped it. No, found it. Yeah, I know what they've done. Okay, I'm just going to pop that in while I'm here. So where they've changed the screen, you can get a screen that comes with the home button and the camera and everything like that, or you can get screens that don't come with it. Basically, if you get one that's already got the home button, your Touch ID won't work. You need to transfer out your home button, and I'll show you how to do that when I change the screen. I'll show you how to do that. So what they've done is they've took the home button out of the other screen, and they haven't put one of the screws back in, because there's a screw right there. And they've also bent one of the pentalobe screw holes that goes in the bottom of the phone. I would name and shame them, but with all this coronavirus nonsense going on, it seems a bit mean, really. Sure, everyone can make mistakes. They fixed a few phones in the past for us, so can't complain. But yeah, that was a bit naughty, really. Right. Anyway, that screws back in. Cover. The first cover goes on like so. And as we laid these out earlier on, we know exactly where they go. So that's quite nice. So yeah, just start with a screw. It doesn't matter what screw you start with. I like to go opposite sides, just so you know it's all not going to spin around on you. Oh, these screws are so small. But yeah, I mean, I said it before, and I'll say it again. Anything that you can take apart, you can put back together. The only time I wouldn't really recommend doing this is if you've got like a brand new phone. So like I've got an iPhone 11 Pro, and all the while it's still under warranty, obviously, it goes without saying really, I wouldn't touch it, because one, you're going to avoid your warranty, and two, you can get it done for free by the Apple guys anyway. So, but like with phones like this, they'll charge you a lot. I don't know how much exactly to change your battery. A screen, I think, for this in the place that my partner took it to, I think it's about 50 quid, 60 quid, something like that. Whereas I bought this screen, I'll put the links in the in the comments. Obviously not the screen for this video, but this battery I think was 20 quid. So yeah, for 20 quid you can do it yourself. So now we're going to put the battery, we'll plug the battery back in. Again, same principle as the screen, just clips back in. Get your screws out, make sure you're remembering where they're going. So that one there went in the bottom left. You don't need to tighten these screws up like stupid amounts either. Oh, that one didn't want to go back in. Maybe did I swap them over without realising? Don't think I did. So what, just while we've got that open, we'll just make sure that the phone turns on again. So just lay it back in, turn the phone on. And there you go. So yeah, I think changing the batteries are probably the second easiest bit that I've done. The screen is, as you've seen, to get the screen off, it's just simple. I can never remember the password for this. There we go. So yeah, you see, phone works fine. So we will turn it back off. It's always good just to check it before you put everything down, before you tie everything back in, screw everything back in, put the screen back on. Just check, make sure that the phone is still working. Screw's falling out there, look. Don't know why, but that screw's not going back into that hole for some reason. It's really annoying. Doesn't want to go back in. Right, check this one out. Maybe I've put the wrong screw in. I've mixed it up somehow. Or we'll just check and make sure that battery terminal is seated properly. Yeah, it's definitely in. Don't worry about it. I think that was just me being stupid. I think I put the cover on the wrong way. So let's do the other screw first. No, it's not liking that. So the last one I did, it all went back together so easy. There we go. Okay, so you now, yeah, everything's back in on that. So I want to put the screen back on. Start at the top. It's got like some little ridges at the top of the screen. You just push that back in. Now there is a good chance here that I might break the screen because it's already broken. But once you've got those ridges in at the top, you just gently work your way down the sides. Just until it all clips back together. And luckily, I'm not going to get screamed at tonight. That's all back in. So now the only things you've got to do are your two pentalobe screws at the bottom, which you need your other screwdriver for. And they just go into the bottom there. 1 and 2. And the batteries usually come about 50% charged. Yeah, I just always use it until it runs out, and then recharge it just like you normally would. So yeah, phone's all back together. Phone turns on again. And there you go. So that's how you change the battery in a iPhone 6s. Yeah, like I say, as soon as this screen turns up, I've got all the other parts. So as soon as the screen turns up, I'll do another video where we change the screen and this cable for the volume switches, the mute switch and the power button. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe. I'll try and keep some videos coming. As I've explained in another video, basically I just do DIY just around the house. So anything that I do from now on, I will film if I think it's going to be obviously useful to anyone. I'll film it and I'll pop it up on here. So there will be, if not already, depending on when I upload things. Sorry. There you go. See, that's the issue. The volume, the mute switch is off, but it doesn't do anything. Yeah, depending on when I upload these, there'll be a couple of videos changing the brakes on my car, brakes and discs. There's a video of me repairing my laptop, swapping out the keyboard. Video of me fixing the washing machine, you know, just general little bits that people might be inclined, sorry, excuse me, to call out engineers, you know, or mechanics or whatever, just to fix stuff. But hopefully these videos will show you that you can do things like this yourself. Yeah, and if not, leave me a comment. I'll come around and do it for you. Cheers guys, thanks. Yeah, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, bye.